to his old self. Then one day, unsettling news came in.
Megan, it seems Mom has collapsed.
Anthony called me in a panicked tone. Collapsed? What does that mean?
I don't know. Dad just called me now.
Is that so? Not knowing what to say, I just responded passively.
For now, I'm going to head to the hospital.
Saying that, Anthony hung up the phone. I was relieved that he didn't tell me to come along, as I did not want to be involved with the in-laws. I might be seen as a bad person, but that was my honest feeling. And that night, Anthony told me the details.
They said it was a stroke.
A stroke? Is she okay?
She barely survived, but...
What?
The doctor said she might have paralysis afterwards.
I see. Indeed, it's said that 30% of stroke patients are left with paralysis. Given my mother-in-law's age, the likelihood was high. Anthony seemed disheartened. Though I had cut ties, I couldn't remain indifferent.
So I discussed with Dad, and we think you should take care of Mom.
What? I blurted out stupidly at the sudden announcement. Why has Anthony decided that I should take care of his mother? And telling me this not even as a proposal or a request, but as a decision? Hold on. Why me?
It's time for you, as a wife, to fulfill your role. Isn't that great?
A role? What do you mean? Is there a rule that a wife has to take care of her husband's parents? When I said that, my husband deliberately sighed deeply.
Do you know how much pain you've caused, Mom?
What are you talking about? I'm the one who suffered terribly. Your parents just did whatever they wanted and tormented me.
That's just your delusion.
You saw it too. I refuse to do such care for your mother. You and your dad should handle it. When I strongly opposed, my husband glared at me angrily.
Fine. If you won't take care of Mom, then it's divorce. Get out right now.
It seems he expected me to silently accept the caregiving after this, but that was not going to happen. Fine, I'll leave. But you understand, right? Don't regret it.
Regret? That would be on your part. You have no money or job, yet you speak so arrogantly. Get out. Now.
So, is it a divorce then?
Of course. A divorce.
Anthony yelled at me like that. I didn't imagine a divorce could be decided so easily. But caring for my mother-in-law is a joke. Better to divorce than do something like that. The old Anthony was long gone. I realized that. The divorce was decided all too easily, and I was taken aback. Until the end, Anthony mocked me as I was left without support, insulted me as a stupid woman. I just brushed it off and silently signed the divorce papers. Well then, goodbye. Don't contact me ever again.
Who would?
And just like that, our married life ended after 3.5 years. After the divorce, I returned to my previous company as a full-time employee. The company, which was originally short-staffed, had asked me several times to come back, but I had declined because I had a family. However, once I was divorced, I was free. I immediately contacted my former boss and arranged my return.
Megan, having you back really helps us.
Thank you for letting me come back.
By the way, I've been assigned to plan a new project. Would you like to join me?
Yes, please let me participate. My relationships at work were good, and my job was going smoothly. When I was married, it was all about family. Troubled by my in-laws and subjected to my husband's psychological abuse, I had no time to think about myself. Finally, I felt truly alive, living for myself and enjoying fulfilling days. However, I ended up meeting someone I didn't want to see. One day after work, I saw a familiar man standing in front of the company. I thought to ignore him, pretending not to notice, and started walking towards the station. However, I was found immediately.
Megan!
It was Anthony, my ex-husband. He spotted me and ran over. Why are you here?
You don't answer my calls, so I had no choice but to come here.
I divorced him under the condition that he should never contact me again. Had he forgotten that? It was a weekday, yet Anthony was in casual clothes and his hair was unkempt.
I just want to talk.
There's nothing to talk about. Goodbye.
Wait.
Anthony grabbed my arm. At that moment, I noticed a strange smell. I almost pinched my nose. It was nothing other than Anthony's body odor. He probably hadn't bathed in a while.
Just listen to me for a bit.
Moved slightly by Anthony's desperation and the odor wafting around him, I decided to listen.
Actually, after Mom came home, Dad fell victim to a scam.
A scam?
He apparently put almost all our savings into cryptocurrency, but the person he gave the money to ran off with it. We planned to use that money to put Mom in a caregiving facility, but now we have to care for her at home.
His father, who receives a small pension, had tried to increase his meager savings through investment. Seduced by a good story from an acquaintance, he was quickly scammed. Did you report it to the police?
I did, but the criminal hasn't been caught, and even if caught, the money won't come back. Dad's been so shocked he's always in bed and he's lost all his energy.
Seeing Anthony so worn out, it seemed the household was in a dire state. So what do you want from me? If it's money, look elsewhere.
Megan, please, come back.
Anthony was on his knees.
I need you, please.
You mean as a caregiver? It seems I hit the mark. Anthony's corners of his mouth turned up.
You're quick. That's actually it.
Ugh, what audacity.
I'm taking time off work to care for my mother now, and with Dad like that, I can't get promoted. I'm really struggling. Caregiving takes so much physical strength. My back and legs are breaking down. I can't even take care of myself. See, isn't it pitiful?
From Anthony's unclean appearance and expression, the hardship of caregiving was evident.
You're hardly earning much, right? If we remarry, you can use my money all you want.
Anthony kept talking as if assuming I would agree. I made the mistake of nodding along as if I was enthusiastic about the proposal.
So, when can you come? You can come back today if you want to.
Anthony was grinning at me. What are you talking about?
Huh? Well, you're taking on the caregiving, right?
Who said such a thing? No way I'm doing that. Anthony's face fell into despair. The contrast from his smiling face was so pitiful I almost burst out laughing.
Megan, you can't be serious. Are you just going to leave me like this?
Turning the question around, why do you think I would save you? Think about what your parents and you have done to me. I coldly pushed Anthony away.
It's not true. This can't be.
Anthony seemed like he could not yet accept the reality, and he muttered, as if delirious. I'm busy, you know. I have places to go, so goodbye.
Wait, Megan.
No matter how much he called, I didn't look back. Of course. Why should I return to such a life like a slave? Let him understand what his family has done and regret it. One evening after days of peace, I finished work and hurried to a place.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
He must have been busy at work, but I'm glad you made it.
You too, Megan.
At the restaurant, we commended each other's efforts for the day. He's the chairman of a social welfare corporation that does business with my company. His name is Jason, a young entrepreneur who develops high-end senior care homes that could even be mistaken for high-rise luxury apartments. While I was troubled by my ex-husband's stalking, he advised me in various ways, and we started dating 6 months ago. Being divorced was not an issue for him, and I cherished Jason just as much. In the near future, I plan to marry him and become the vice chairman to support him. I'll do my best. As a woman, I vow to live my best life, both in work and in personal life. I sometimes wonder how Anthony's mother's caregiving is going. Every time I look up at the beautiful senior care home run by Jason, I think of life's irony. Perhaps I should thank my ex-husband for carelessly signing the divorce papers on that day. After all, he has given me such a happy life. While holding back my laughter, I savored the French cuisine with my bright and entertaining beloved one.